Let's do it, people. Feeling a little under the weather this week, but I'm rallying.
All right, all right, all right. Let me see if I can lead the way this week. So tonight is February 29th, which means tomorrow, if people like us who worship, tomorrow is March 1st, which means the start of March Madness, which means college basketball is about to amp up, about go from 5 on the dial to 10 on the volume.
I'm hanging from a ladder right about now, tomorrow. Okay.
Right.
I'm stealing cable right now. This is what I'm doing.
Doing the cable, that's
Yeah,
right.
stealing the cable, baby. Wearing my tragic Magic Johnson jersey from
Looks good.
Spain. Look,
Yeah.
of course, Maryland had their own tragic Magic, Adrian Branch, as he was known,
Right.
the Lakers.
Right. Who's
Um,
got, who does a nice job as an announcer.
he's good, man. He's a really good dude
He does
too.
a good job.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
talked to him a few times. He's a fucking really nice guy. I big fan of Adrian's.
Yeah.
So March begins, and this is what I think is. I predict this year more than most years. I think the top seeds advance through. I think it's a heavy dose of really good teams, and then it just drops down.
Right.
I don't think there's
Okay.
parity
I'll buy
here.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's the Houston's, there's the UConns, right? There's the UNCs that are really good. There's the Purdue's that are really good. There's that second tier, that has
Right.
Kentucky in it, has Kansas in that second tier, Arizona, right? There's that second group
Right.
of middling teams. And then I just think it's everyone's the same after that. That's what I think.
Right.
I may be wrong, but usually you can see when there's parity, right? I mean,
Right.
I think the good teams are good, and then there's a lot of bad. I mean, and we're going to go through the conferences today when we go through the tournaments. And
Right.
you're going to see that there's a lot of 15 and 13 teams out there in Power Five conferences.
No, I know. I know.
Maryland being one of them.
Right.
So yeah, this is the cream's going to rise and some's going to fall, and there'll be some upsets, of course, like there always is. The 5-12, is the best, right, Nick?
Right.
5-12. Are you going to Vegas this year for March Madness?
Okay. So this is gonna let the viewing audience and you know how stupid I am. I I guess for the last 20 years, maybe 20 out of the last 24 years, I've always tried to go out to Vegas for the opening weekend of March Madness,
Right,
especially before 2018 when New Jersey got sports betting.
right,
So, yeah, so I guess 2018 would be the Virginia UMBC beating Virginia first round.
right,
And then I think I was out there one time. I was out there in 2022, but for a long time, I used to go out there every year. And
right.
it was always basically this year, I made the reservation to go out there without looking at the calendar. And the NCAA moved everything back a week.
They did, man.
So,
They did.
so basically, when I'm out there, I'm going to see a lot of league tournament basketball, which
That'll
is
be
fine
fine.
with me.
Yeah, that's fine. I
Yeah.
mean, you won't have people screaming and cursing at the TVs or ripping their tickets and throwing a
Right.
hot dog at the
Right.
TV.
Right.
And the bars won't be completely jammed, but you
Right.
will be able to go to the Orleans and see the WCC championship,
Right.
which probably be St. Mary's and Gonzaga, which I've done one year. We had our
Right.
golf trip out there, and I gave it a day early because one of my auction buddies is a Gonzaga grad, so he got me a ticket to that game. I
Oh,
sat like
good.
right behind the basket for that game in the Orleans, our favorite hotel back in the day,
Right.
and had a time of it, man. That was actually a lot of fun. There's other tournaments there too, right? Who else is in Vegas?
Yeah.
I know you have a
So I
handful of
tried
them.
to run this down. So there's Mountain West Conference, which is pretty good.
Yep,
Pac-12
yep,
last time. West Coast Conference,
right. That's Gonzaga, St. Mary's,
right, and the Western Athletic Conference,
the WAC.
the WAC.
Yeah,
So
those
that,
will be fun because
yeah, I think so.
Two of
I
those
think
will
so.
be to get in the tournament. It'll be do or die for those teams in the
Right.
black. So you're going to try to catch some of these games?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, that'll be a blast, man. We'll have to definitely FaceTime or something while you're there
All right.
to get a feel for it.
Looks,
Because there's nothing like Vegas. We did that golf trip every year. We used to go there.
yeah,
We go all over the country now for the trip, but Vegas is always one of our
right.
favorite venues. It's not about the
So
golf, it's Vegas.
public service announcement to anyone who hasn't been out there for March Madness, try to go at least once.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Opening weekend, second weekend, they're both fine. They're both good. You'll have a good time. It's a lot of fun, and you get out of the cold for a few days.
Yeah, the Vegas cold. Remember when you and Nikki got a gun pulled on you at
Yeah,
6 a.m.? Let's
yeah, yeah,
talk about that. Let's
yeah,
keep that on
yeah,
the down low. That happens. You guys rolled in, and me and Boy were just getting down for breakfast because we just got back too. We
right,
were just in a different place than you guys. I remember
right,
one trip to Vegas, got there Wednesday, left Saturday night, got home Sunday morning. I slept 12 hours in 4 days.
yeah, yeah,
Sleep is for the weak when you're in Vegas.
right,
So, yeah, I agree with him. That's a great venue. Unbelievable. I mean, sports gambling's everywhere now, so it's easy to go gamble on sports, but back then it wasn't. And it was the Mecca,
right.
man. It's what you had to do. And the degenerates that would show up to those events were just classic. The dollar hot dogs. Remember the dollar hot dog stand?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I think I saw you eat 10 of those once. I had eight myself, so I was keeping
Yeah,
count. Oh,
yeah,
so much fun, man. The beers, the screaming, the tickets being thrown, the last minute buzzer beaters. The
right,
5-12 game was the classic. I never bet the 12 team. I don't know why, because it always hit. Always.
right.
At least two or three of the four, right? Always would
Oh
hit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. People always play it. Yeah, because something
Yeah.
it always happens at least once.
Oh, definitely at least once. So that's what's going on, man. I mean, it's March. It's on now, and here we go. Now we're gonna ride this into the Final Four. It'll be our last show. It'll be on the Final Four week or after the Final Four, and then we'll re-up in September.
All right,
Little
down the
update.
stretch they come.
Yeah. So one bit of news on the college football front. College football um is talking about now expanding to 14. They're so happy with 12, which hasn't even happened yet, that they're meeting to expand. They're thinking 14 for 2026. The proposed 14-team format, which have 3 automatic qualifiers for the Big Ten, the SEC, 2 for the ACC and Big 12, and then the best group of 5 team qualifying for the postseason, and then there'll be 3 at larges getting in. Get this. This is I mean, that's whatever. The part that blew me away was both the big, both the SEC and the Big Ten stand to earn somewhere between 25 and 30% of the revenue. Big 12 and ACC would receive 15 to 20%. While other leagues would get 6 to 10%. Notre Dame, which is an independent, would earn 1% if they make the playoffs. That's
Right.
it. Notre
Wow.
Dame. You think they're pushing to join the conference or what?
I
Because
guess so.
Notre Dame loves the Catholic Church, but they love money more than the Catholic Church,
Right.
and they're freezing them out a little bit. So interesting format on
That's a
that.
good catch, good pickup by you to see that. I mean,
Yeah, I think it goes to 14. I mean, it makes sense. Go to 16 and make it a tournament. One plays
right.
16, whatever. Two plays 15. Let's go 16 game teams. I mean, why stop at 14? I don't think anyone should get a bye. I mean, the one team playing the 16 team. Let's say it's Alabama playing Michigan State. I mean, they're going to kill them. I mean, so it doesn't
Right.
matter. It's kind of like a bye. So I think it's going to be kind of cool. I think it's going to be exciting for the fans. It's going to be exciting for us. There'll be football now, literally from September 1 all the way to mid-January, right? Because all those empty weeks in December were before the bowl started. Those will all get
Yeah.
filled in now. They'll
Yeah.
lock those up with playoff rounds. So
All right, man. The more football, the better.
yeah, it'll be good. More for us. So What else is going on? I know we looked at the tournaments that are coming up. What do we got going on tournament wise?
We got well, the conference tournament. I mean, this is just a note. The conference tournaments start next week, or for Monday. Actually, the first conference tournament game looks to be on Monday in
Okay.
the Atlantic Sun Conference. And I
Okay.
was thinking today, you and I and our friends are veterans of road trips to the Atlantic Coast Conference tournament when
Yep.
it was in North Carolina, in Greensboro and Charlotte.
Don't forget about the ATL at 89. We did do that
Oh
trip.
yeah, the ATL. Yeah, I forgot about that. Atlanta. Yeah.
That
So
was spectacular. That was
right,
unbelievable at the Omni.
right.
Yeah.
Maryland had a big upset win.
We never saw Maryland lose in the first round ever. Not one
Yeah.
time. They always won the first round. They always lost the second round. We never saw them
Right.
in the final either. So
Right.
kind of a catch
But
22.
we never went home empty-handed.
Yeah, you got the high of the first win, and then you're excited as hell that night. You go back the
Right.
next day and you get beat, and then you're depressed.
Right.
And if you're Rob Knack and you load up your VW Rab and you drive home,
Right.
and if you don't like it, like me and Jimmy Boy did, we stayed there and hitched a ride home somehow in some
Right.
freakish manner, man. We got a ride home from some reporter from Hagerstown who gave us a ride
Right.
back to Hagerstown. And then Butch picked us up from Hagerstown on Sunday night. It's incredible. That's when you could do shit like that. No one gave a hell.
Right.
So let's go through the conferences, Nikki. Do you have a pen and paper nearby?
I do.
All right, do me a favor. Just jot down these numbers as I'm going through the conferences. I'm going to tell you who I think, how many teams are in. Let's see if we can at least get an idea of who's in, who's out already. All right,
Right.
hang on. All right, let me share my
All
screen.
right. Fire oil.
Here we go. All right, you see that okay?
It's coming up. Hang on.
America East.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah. Okay. I can see it.
so they got one team in from the America East. Go ahead, just
Right.
do a bullet point of one.
Right.
American Athletic, I think they're going to get, I'm going to say three teams there. South Florida's in, FAU is in, and I think maybe Memphis gets in. Memphis has had a track record in the tournament, and they love pennies.
Okay.
Three
I'll
there
take.
from them.
Right. So.
How
Okay.
about the ACC, Nick? What do you think? Who gets in from the ACC?
Carolina, Duke,
Two,
Virginia,
three,
Clemson.
four. You stop there. I think Wake gets in too, Nick. They had some
Okay.
big wins. I think Wake gets in. So I give the ACC five teams. Okay,
Okay. We agree.
Atlantic Sun one team.
Yep.
Atlantic 10. So this one's tricky because Richmond and Dayton I think are in. But do you Loyola Chicago? Do they have a chance to get in? I think they might. VCU might have a chance, right?
Yeah. I think we'll throw a third team from there.
Let's go three there.
Okay.
How about the Big East, Nick? What do you like? The Big East is really loaded.
This UConn team probably makes it.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
Um,
Marquette is in.
Marquette, Creighton, Seton Hall, Providence plays Villanova on Saturday. Five.
Let's go five of the Big East. Okay,
Yeah.
jot that down. The Big Sky gets one. The Big Ten,
Right.
I'll do the Big Ten because I watched a lot of games. I saw Bowie last night. He's unbelievable. He is just. I'm glad he's leaving after this year. So they get one, two, three. I think Nebraska gets in four. Wisconsin gets in five. And then I think Michigan State gets in. So I'm going to go with seven in the Big Ten. Right now it's six, but let's just put seven in right now.
Okay.
The Big 12, I'll let you pick those. This is a stacked conference.
Houston, Iowa State Cyclones, Kansas, Baylor
BYU just won at what did they win at Kansas, right?
at Kansas.
That's a big win. They're in.
It's tough to leave off VCU and Texas Tech, but I'll do it. I'll take BYU. Yeah.
No, and I take TCU and Texas Tech.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think they get 8 in.
Okay.
I think Texas and Oklahoma are going to split who gets in, but I think they
Okay.
get 8. I'm going to go Big 12, 8 teams. They're talking
Okay.
possibly 10 from them too, by the way. Big South 1, High Point. Hopefully they win it. The tournament's in their own home park. And Keith Gatlin, our Maryland Terp, is their assistant head coach. They're playing
Okay.
really well. Big West. Ooh, this is tough. I know you got one. UC Irvine's in. Whoever the
Yeah, I
conference
think that's
winner is.
the winner of the conference makes it.
Okay, let's just go one there. Coastal Atlantic, let's go one there. Conference USA, one there. Horizon, one. Ivy League, one. The MAC, one there. The MEAC, one there. Mid-American, one. Missouri Valley, one. Mountain West. Let's go 3 here because they've had a history of putting more than one team in.
Yeah.
Utah State's been good, Boise's been good, and San Diego State was in the final last year, so I think they get a reprieve. So 3 there. Okay.
Right.
Ohio Valley, one. Northeast, one. Pac-12, Nick, talk to me. You love the West Coast.
Arizona, Washington State, Oregon.
And one
Man,
more
that might
of,
be
of, of
it.
the one more of the leftovers, maybe?
No, I think it's just those three.
3 from the Pac-12, okay. The Patriot League, one.
Yeah.
SEC, I've watched a lot of SEC ball. Man, they play some aggressive basketball there. So let's go Tennessee, Bama, Carolina, Auburn, Kentucky, Florida. That's 6. Let's go 7 from the SEC. I'm not sure who the 7th team is, but I
I think
think
that's right.
Mississippi State, LSU, or Ole Miss will be one
Right.
of those 3.
Probably Mississippi State.
Yeah, but it matters what they do in the conference tournament.
Right.
Maybe Ole Miss knocks them
Yeah.
out. Another
You're
W.
right. We still got
Ole
a
Miss,
ways to go. This is
yeah,
just a projection.
yeah. We're just throwing numbers out there right now.
Right.
Southern with 1. The Southland with 1. The SWAC with 1. Summit with just 1.
Right.
The Sun Belt, I'm going to take 2 here
Yeah.
because James Madison has a good win this year. I think they beat Michigan. They beat Michigan. They beat somebody, Michigan
Maybe
State.
Michigan State, first game of
Right.
the year.
Yeah, Appy State. I think whoever wins that final plus 1 more. So I'm going to take 2 from the Sun Belt, 1 from the WAC. The West Coast will have 3. I think San Francisco gets in 2 this year.
I agree.
3 there, and that's it. So how many is that total? Can you count them up?
No. Um,
Why not? Why can't you count them? It's going to take a minute. I get it. So I think it's interesting to see how many. Hopefully, we came up with 68 or close to it. And there's always miracle winners too. So, somebody from the power conference could come and win the tournament, and the other teams are still getting in, but they
I think
take
it's about I think it's about 60.
60.
Yeah.
All right, so we're still 8 short, but
Yeah.
that gives you a really good idea of what's
Right.
out there, man. Those teams I think we called out are in, no matter
Right.
what happens the rest of the way, right? I mean, we
Right.
think their resumes pretty good. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, man. I mean, I like the fact that the tournament went to 68 teams. I know you said it started like in 11. I still think it's 64. I don't know why that first four,
Right. No,
last four
it
in or
seems to be
whatever.
a good number, a sweet spot.
68,
64.
64 in.
64, 68. Yeah, it seems to be work fine.
I think the city of Dayton likes the fact they have those two games there, don't you?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a big basketball hotbed.
Yeah, yeah, they're into that whole thing there. All right, so let you want to talk about a little bit about the court storming incident
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
with the Dukies,
Yeah, I guess there's
Filipowski.
been two this year. One where Caitlin Clark got hit, and the other one where the Duke player got hit just last weekend.
Filipowski,
Yeah,
who I'm going to start calling Flapakowski. Okay,
yeah,
Nick.
okay.
I got both of my ligaments torn. I think he went off last night, but I think he played last night and went off.
Right,
I'm not sure, but I think he played last night and went off. So we're going to start calling him Flapakowski in great Dookie fashion. He was like throwing himself in front of the fans like they were Maryland offensive guys coming at him. I mean, give me a break. Give me a freaking break. The Dukies, they never cease to exist. I mean, I don't even know why they're even around. You got Shire crying on the sideline, the crier, John Shire.
right,
Oh my God, that's so bad. They're so embarrassing. They are not what college basketball is all about, man. Court storming. We talked about it early in the year, court storming. And I said, I'm not sure about it. You said, no, let the kids have fun. This is what it's about.
right,
Maybe they need to get the teams off the court, as the game ends. Don't worry about the lineup line or have the cops
right,
kind of set up a line next to the opposing team because the home team who wins usually enjoys the storming, right? They're into it.
right,
It's the other team. They got to do something with the other opposing team. I get it. But Filipowski's like throwing himself in front of everybody, trying to draw a charge. The game's over. You lost. Stop trying to
right,
draw a charge.
right,
So I don't know. I mean, they're not going to take that away, and good luck doing it. You're going to need so many security guards that they're going to be complaining it's too expensive to do it. It's just, I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, what's your opinion on it, Nick? Give me an opinion on that shit.
No, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's a huge deal or anything like that. But it's just, something it's been around for forever, and I guess just there's so much internet and so much media coverage, and it's
Yeah,
like,
there
this
is.
huge thing now.
I agree. I mean, there is a lot of that, and that's all fine. But I mean, I really let me just check. Let me just check the stats from last night's Duke game. Yeah, he played 30 minutes, 9 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. 30 minutes. He had
Yeah.
he had two torn knees when they lost the other night. Remember? I don't know if you heard that. Like he's had
No,
torn ligaments in both knees from getting stampeded. He didn't even get stampeded. They pulled him
right,
out. I mean, give me a break, man.
right,
That's just so Duke. I mean, I just think they're going to continue to do it. It ain't going to end anywhere. So you talked about Caitlin Clark phenomenon, right? Because we had an episode we talked about Caitlin for a little bit after she
right,
played at Maryland. The
right.
tickets here were $500 a piece in the nosebleeds. It was sold out. It sold out like within a day. Now
Yeah,
I have a lot of hookups at Maryland. I made a few calls. They're like, "We can't help you, Fernando. Sorry.
right,
This is hotter than anything we've ever seen."
right,
So I went to the men's game last night. There were 8,000 fans there. You could have
right.
walked in. No one would have gave a shit. So $546 a ticket right now.
Yeah, this is for the Saturday game in Iowa City. I guess it's her final game. I don't know if it's her final, but I guess it's the game where it's anticipated she could break Pete Maravich's 50-plus-year-old scoring record.
Yeah, she declared for the draft.
Yeah,
She declared for the draft today.
right,
We'll enter the draft. Yeah, that's great, man. I mean, she's great for basketball. She's great for women's basketball. She's a baller. I don't care if she's a woman, a girl, whatever. She can play. She can play with the
right,
men too. I think she could play with the men. I mean,
right,
obviously her body's not built like a man's, but her shot is. I mean, I've never
right,
seen. I mean, outside of Curry, I've never seen anyone hit from that range ever.
right.
I mean, Maravich, I never saw him play, so I wouldn't know what he did. But I thought more
Right,
he was a wizard kind of guy, right? Not more of a long shooter. So that's the game though in today's world, man. Guys,
right,
guys pass up a layup to kick it out for a three ball. I don't understand it. A low percentage shot for 100% percentage shot. It doesn't make much sense to me. But that's the game today. That is the game. Um, and the women's game is following cue like the men, right? With the
right.
ball being the attraction. All right, so what do we got games wise this week, Nikki? Talk to me. I
Do we want to go over any of the sites for the tournaments?
yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So it's,
Go,
I mean,
go through 'em.
so we got a few in New York. We got the Atlantic 10 Conference, that's in Brooklyn.
That's a good arena. We've been there
Okay,
for
right.
games.
We got the Atlantic Coast Conference, which is now in Washington, D.C. this year.
Okay. I have
Uh,
to talk about that for a minute.
okay.
The ACC tournament has been in Washington, D.C. three times since 2014.
Wow.
Maryland was in the ACC for like 70 years. It was in DC like five times in 70 years.
Right.
I mean, they are just like, hey, Maryland, we're back again. Hey, Maryland, we're back
Yeah.
again.
Right.
They just love to try to rub our face in it that we're no longer in the ACC. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's in DC. They already have a team in DC. What are they
Right.
talking about? Virginia, 2.5, 3 hours away. They talking about Pittsburgh, 4 hours away. Why are they
Yeah.
doing it in DC? I don't even understand why they're doing it here.
To rub Maryland, rub two Maryland roll.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, Nick. Sorry. I
No,
had
no, it's a good, you're right. Okay, the Big 12 is in Kansas City. I think they always go to Kansas City.
yeah,
The Big East, Madison Square Garden in New York, they always go there.
yeah.
Uh, the Ivy Leagues uptown at Columbia University.
Have you ever
Um,
been to that?
I've been to a game at Columbia University. It's
How
nice.
many
I've never been to the Ivy League tournament.
is the gym nice?
Yeah, the gym's nice.
Yeah, I
I
like the
mean, it's
gym
like
well.
it's not like a dome or anything. It's like a big high school gym,
So it's like Palestra?
kind of, yeah, but more modern.
Okay.
And then you got the four teams: Mountain West, Pac-12, West Coast Conference, and Western Athletic Conference, all in Las Vegas.
That's smart of Vegas to do that. That's new, by the way. That just happened the last 10 years. That didn't used to be the case. That's
Right.
great.
And then you got the Southeast Conference, and they take the act to Nashville, Tennessee.
The Nash Bash. That's fun.
Right.
Is that where they normally have it in Nashville?
You know, they've had it there before. They've had it in Atlanta.
Okay.
I,
Okay. I wasn't sure. That's a
yeah.
great town too. So everyone, it's I guess it's more about. I mean, we went to Greensboro. Greensboro is basically a truck stop town, right? There's a Greensboro Coliseum, and there's like a Shoney's and a couple of bars, and that's it. Bennigan's. I think we drank
Right.
Bennigan's before the game.
Right.
So these are more elaborate locations, right? Which is good. That's because fans want more than just the game. I guess they want some amenities with it too.
Right.
All right. What else, Nikki?
Okay. Then we just, as a public service announcement, I think we said something, but the tournament moved forward a week this year. So the games are going to start on, um,
Deep into March, right?
yeah, deep into March. So I guess Selection Sunday is St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, working towards the Final Four on Saturday, April 6th. So it's
Okay.
like a week later than it was last year.
So here's another public announcement. I'm leaving to Peru March 18th,
Okay.
and I'm not sure what the Wi-Fi situation is there. It's probably not good, I would gather.
Right.
So March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, we're going to do our show that night, Sunday night,
Okay.
after Selection
Sign me
Sunday.
up.
Is
All
that
right.
okay? I mean,
Sunday.
it's March, it's St. Patty's Day. I'm going to probably be at a party, have a few beers, but we'll do the show anyhow. Uh,
Okay.
I think we'll do it on Selection Sunday, be kind of a cool day to do it instead of, and I'm not going to be here. And I probably do
Right.
it in Peru, but I have no idea what the Wi-Fi
Yeah.
situation is.
It's a
So
crap. It's too much of a crapshoot.
yeah, and I want to. This obviously this is the heat of the weekend. This is it. This is the
Right.
apex of college basketball. We want to be right on top of it. So we'll probably do the show March 7th. We'll definitely do the 17th that evening. I don't know when, but
Okay.
just put that down on your calendar.
All right. I'm down.
Yeah, that's
All
they
right.
moved it up a week because I was hoping that I would have that first week here, and then I'd go to Peru. Then I could figure out the next week, But
Right.
but I'll be back the following Wednesday, so we'll probably shoot the show on Thursday of that following
Okay,
week.
sir. Sounds good.
All right, what do we got coming up this week, Nick?
Okay, so we got tonight for the late night college basketball fans. We got a good game
Okay, let's go.
out in San Francisco in the WCC conference. You
Yep.
have second place Gonzaga on the road against third place University of San Francisco Dons.
At San
And
Francisco?
the San Francisco Dons are a 4.5 point underdog.
Ooh. I'm gonna go San Francisco with the upset there.
Okay, I'm gonna join you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and then the Saturday noon game coming up. We got Villanova at Providence. Villanova 16-12, Providence 18-10. I think Villanova is -3.
At Providence?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Providence at home.
Okay.
You?
Yeah, I'll take Providence. I think that's a tough spot for Kyle Neptune's team.
It is. It is. They're good though.
Right. And then at 1 p.m., there's a good game down in the Big 12. Kansas at Baylor. I couldn't get a line on this.
Baylor's a 3-point favorite
Okay.
at home.
Right.
And I'm gonna go with Kansas there, Nick.
Okay.
I think they need a road win because they've been terrible on the road this year. And I think Bill Self gets them up for this game. I think
Okay.
Baylor's good, but
I'll take the Jayhawks too.
yeah, all right, good. Getting 3 points too. I think it'll be a close
Right.
game. All right, what else?
Then Illinois, a border war. Illinois fighting Illini at the Wisconsin Badgers at 1 p.m. Eastern, I think that is.
Whiskey's a 2-point favorite at
Okay.
home.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm gonna take Wisconsin.
Okay. I'll take Illinois on that one.
You will on the
Yeah.
road, and that Illinois team is good. Ooh, they got some athletes, man. I
Right.
mean, they're punks. Coleman Hawkins is a straight up punk, but
Right.
he can really play, and so can Shannon. All right, go ahead. So we split that.
Okay. Then at 1:30 on Saturday, the Arkansas Razorbacks roll into Lexington, Kentucky to take on the Wildcats.
Kentucky's
I
a
think.
6-point favorite.
Okay.
6 points. Arkansas, are they anything this year? Like 15-13 or something?
Right.
I'm gonna take Kentucky and lay the number.
Okay. I'll take the Pig Suey. I'll take Arkansas.
Okay.
All right. Then this is kind of a sneaky good afternoon game.
Okay.
Or the Oregon Ducks at the Arizona Wildcats.
And Arizona's a 5-point favorite at home. And I like Oregon there to play it tough. I don't think they win, but I think they cover. I think they keep it close. What do you
I agree with you. I'll take that.
Oregon?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we got Mississippi State at Auburn.
And Auburn's a 6-point favorite. What do you like there?
I think it's a tough spot for Mississippi State. I'll go with Auburn minus the 6.
I will too. I think Auburn beats them pretty handily at home. All
Okay.
right.
Then that brings us to Iowa at Northwestern in Evanston.
Northwestern's a 5-point favorite. I just saw them play. They're not very good. Maryland's worse. Iowa needs a win desperately, don't they? I mean, they
Yeah.
are. I'm gonna go with Iowa there, Nick.
Okay.
What do you like? You like
The
Northwestern?
Hawkeyes.
You do like
I
Iowa
agree with
too?
you. Yeah, they got
Okay.
their backs to the wall.
Yeah. I think they get a couple wins. They may be that one of those last 8 teams that we talked about are missing.
Right.
All right.
But somebody can catch fire. I mean, in a sense, the season starts tomorrow.
I
You can
agree.
get some momentum up.
I agree. I agree.
And then the last game of the night on Saturday is I have Michigan State at Purdue.
Purdue's a 4-point favorite there. I, you think Sparty can play with them?
I like Purdue in this. I like the Boilermakers.
Yeah, so do I. Sparty could use that win though.
Right.
I'll take Izzo to outcoach Matt
Matt
Payne.
Painter.
Yeah. I think Izzo finds a way to keep it close. I don't know if they win, but I think they'll stay within 4. Yeah, I'll take Michigan State there.
Okay.
Anything on Sunday, or is that it for the week?
That's it for the week, Red. But I don't have
All
too
right,
much
man. Those
more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. We got 9 good games.
Yeah.
I am sorry I'm under the weather. Doing the best I
No,
can.
no. Hey, you did a great job. Way to rally.
Um,
Good
great
episode.
we had last weekend. Really good time. Shelly really enjoyed it. Had the whole
Good.
family back for it, so it was good to see
Good.
everybody. Good to see my kids, um, and then Yato came in from Miami. We had all the local boys around came in. All Shelly's friends locally came. It was really nice, man. Really nice. I mean, it went from like 7 to like 1:30. So it
Oh
was
wow, that's past my bedtime.
yeah, we got a bartender to come and bartend. He did a really great job. One of Ian's friends from high school, who's bartending now in College Park. He's a Maryland student, and he came and bartended for the party, and he did an unbelievable job. So
Good.
cool. All right, man. Thank you, Nick. Thanks for
Oh
stepping in,
sure.
doing
Hey,
the agenda.
sure. So okay, we'll look forward to next week and
Yeah,
thanks
man.
for everything.
Yeah, we'll
Take
talk
care,
soon.
buddy.
Bye
All
bye.
right.